Hey everybody, and welcome back to Five Nights at Freddy's 4. Last time, we had 5 nightmares, not at Freddy's, but about Freddy's. And at the end, we saw a kid get bitten by Fredbear at Fredbear's Family Diner. That was not the bite of 87, apparently there was an incident like it that happened before that one. It's a little confusing, but it's okay. Still unclear where exactly it takes place. This time, you know the drill. It's time for the 6th night, except before that, I want to make note of something that I forgot to say in the first video. This is the 3rd game in a row that Scott Cawthon has teased the release date for, and then released way earlier. FNAF 3 was the same. This was originally going to be a Halloween 2015 game. It ended up coming out in July. So that's really funny. I remember I think in his interview with Dotco, Scott mentioned that Markiplier was really stressed out about that. Because he was doing something else, he had other plans around that time. I can imagine. Alright, let's go. I'll be honest, I haven't really been looking forward to this recording session because we still have to deal with more Fredbear, and also this game is just stressful. Let's go. I'm going to start by running to the doors, actually, so I can load the animations for it all. There we go. Kitchen, so it's safe to flash the light. Alright, now we can begin. Yeah, when you start the night, the animations for coming up to the doors and stuff have to take a little while to load. God, that's quick. Alright, Bonnie's coming up. There he goes. Chica's still in the kitchen. That's very nice. I'm gonna listen out to Foxy. Okay. A little dangerous leaving the bed alone that long. Foxy's on the side now, okay. There's very little you could do to prevent Foxy from getting in. It's designed in such a way that, if he decides to go down a hallway, and you're on the other door, he will instantly get into the room. Okay, surprised there haven't been much action from many. So you can actually hear the noise of the Freddles as they stack up from any other screen. Foxy's on this side. God. And I think as they build up more and more, the screen starts flickering. All I could really find was that just the flickering means you're in danger. There's Chica. Okay, good. Get you. Oh no. I don't have to check this door. Chica's in the kitchen. Bonnie's walking back up again. God. We may or may not see the jump scares in regular play. Part of me's hoping we do. But I'd also be fine if we didn't. Foxy's down this hallway. Yep. That's what the extra footsteps on that hallway only meant. I think the left door's more. Yep. Man, I can almost, hear the noises clearer for some reason today. Okay. Oh shit! Foxy's in. I don't know how. Gotta keep the door closed and wait for him to move back. He is not moving back, oh my god. I gotta stop there. My god. That's surprising. Okay, Foxy, Foxy. Ugh. Come on. Okay, that's good enough. Okay, it's 4 a.m. Now, they're all gone. It's just Fredbear. Fredbear's attacking again. Okay. For the last 2 hours. I like to listen out hard for this. There he is. Oh shit! Why was I waiting? Oh my god, I might die. I didn't die. No. Yep, okay. Fine if this is all you do. Faker. I hate the fake laughs so much. You have no idea. There we go. Night 6 completed first try. Honestly, I think I've discovered a couple secrets to Fredbear. If you don't see him in the hallways, then check back in again a second later. If you don't hear him run back, that is. Can you hear me? I don't know if you can hear me. I'm sorry. You're broken. We're still your friends. You still believe that? I'm still here. I will put you back together. Very faintly on that last screen, you could hear a flat line. I'm not even sure if the recording picked it up. It didn't look like it did. The crying kid did not survive the bite to the forehead. This is proven even more because, as an addition onto this, the only real secret screens that this game has are in the night when you turn around to look at the bed. There can sometimes be a pot of flowers, a bottle of pills, or an IV bag on or near the bedside table. I think this possibly has led to a little confusion on who exactly is having the nightmares. It could be the crying kid you play in the minigames, but it could always be someone else dreaming about that IV bag, dreaming about the horrible news that, assuming that the one tormenting him with the Foxy mask was his older brother, who was talking there in the end, by the way, with the gray text. It could actually be the older brother after this incident. Alright, well, upon completion of the 6th night, you get 2 stars and more stuff in the extras menu. Let's go take a look. We now have Making Fredbear. Check it out. And yeah, it's kind of confirmed at this point, Golden Freddy is Fredbear, or at least Fredbear really, really old. I'm not sure if the exact Golden Freddys you encounter in the first 2 games are really Fredbear in a sense, but they're supposed to be like an old suit resembling Fredbear. They're supposed to be an old Fredbear suit of some kind. There we go. I can't really find any screens to joke about like I could about just this one. Now we have jump scares. I was vaguely hoping to encounter these in-game, but that... I mean, we did get killed by Fredbear in the previous video on night 5, but none of the others. Here's Foxy. If he gets out, he'll attack you in the main room. Here's Chica if you shine the light on her when she's in the doorway. Here's Bonnie. Here's Freddy if you let the Freddles build up and you look at the bed. I think for like the first frame you could see him kneeling on the bed. Sort of. He's tall and creepy. Here's Fredbear, we've seen his. That is supposed to be Chica. Basically, the whole reason why I have to go up to the door to stop them is because if you let them stand at the door too long, they will get into the room. If they get into the room, they get you. This is actually what happens when Chica gets into the room. She sends the cupcake to do it for her, and we can see over here, that's the cupcake. That is Plushtrap's jump scare if he gets up to you. It didn't show Bonnie's jump scare if he gets into the room, but it looks very similar to this. Because I felt like it, here's what they look like when you do it in game. It's significantly louder. I will definitely put on-screen warning about that. It is so frigging tense pressing that flashlight button, because you never know if it's gonna go bad. I think it's kind of cool that we waited this long to see the jump scares, though, because it makes the previous nights all the more tense. Fun with Plushtrap. You can play this minigame whenever you want. I am not completely sure if playing it here gives you the same 2-hour bonus, because I know that eventually when we unlock Fun with Balloon Boy, if we unlock it, well, I'll see, that apparently helps you with one of these extra things, extra game modes here. Let me try it. And I did look at Ambience and Strategy, and apparently you just listen for audio cues, and when the audio cues play in a certain way, you can just win the minigame every single time. It sounds pretty good. Apparently this minigame is a little more predictable than you think, but again, I'm probably just not gonna play this. I'd like to direct you to that video if you want to know how to beat it consistently, because I'm not the one to tell you. Let's see what happens if you lose it, or if it ends. Too bad. This always reminded me of what happens if you die in some Mario games. Game tells you too bad. Looks like it's... yeah, okay, it just takes you back to the access menu. Makes sense. Okay. Okay. The time has come. Nightmare. The night 6 of Five Nights at Freddy's 3 was renamed Nightmare. The 6th night in this game was not named Nightmare. This is night 7. Just like 3, this game has no custom night. And this is, you guessed it, harder than night 6. I am not excited. Let's go. Whoa. Damn it. Jump scare. Yep, jump scare. Go. Holy crap. Oh my god. Got to that stage already. I'll have to do. Wow, that was close. Pika needs to be stopped. God. I'm dead. I'm so dead when I go back. I'm barely getting by, holy shit. Okay. It's time for Fredbear. Hi! Okay. This guy looks different, but he acts the same as Fredbear. He's probably in the room. Closet. Check this door anyway. Baker. Check this. He's in the room, he's in the room, he's in the room. Baker. Okay. He's still out there. Heard footsteps both times. He's still out here. Thank fuck I haven't beaten that night yet. 'Cause that guy is way better at killing you through doors than Fredbear was, let me just say. Your reward is this. The most infamously hated thing about this game. A box with 2 locks. That looks slightly off-center. Actually, no, it's the box that's off-center in the spotlight. Perhaps some things are best left forgotten for now. Woo! We beat Night 7! Yeah, what? What the hell? So, that box has been a frequent question in Five Nights at Freddy's lore discussion ever since this game came out, and I don't think it's ever been either confirmed or used for anything at all. I think it's just been there and left completely alone and forgotten by Scott. It is of my opinion that that box has absolutely nothing to do with anything, even if it was going to at some point. Apparently there's something inside the box, and we're supposed to try and figure it out, or something. There's also an unused cutscene of the locks being taken off of the box. I don't think the cutscene had anything else to it other than that, so it looks like that box was gonna have bigger plans originally. But now it's just that. And yeah, don't worry about it. The box means freaking nothing. So that was Nightmare Mode, and that Fredbear looking guy at the end is the titular plush trap. I thought he would be the next Nightmare. I have had so many problems with this guy, but I think there's a very good consistent strategy that you can do to help you win that. And that's what I did. So my problems with this guy in the past were I thought he was complete RNG, and you know, he may very well be. Because he's the main reason why I wasn't too big a fan of Fredbear. And also Night 5 took me a couple tries because I was dying for like no reason, no apparent reason. That's just because these guys behave weirdly. So here's the deal. If you're at the door with the door closed for too long, they kill you automatically. That's just a big rule regarding them. So when they're pacing back and forth coming down a hallway, you need to be in the center of the room to avoid that. Then, when they walk down somewhere, when they walk to one side of the hall, or one side of the freaking whatever side they pick, and then you don't hear another footstep from them for like 2 to 3 seconds, especially with this guy. I think for Fredbear, you could have like 4 seconds be your timer, 5 seconds. Check that door. Check to see if they're there. If you're playing against Fredbear and he isn't there, check back again later if you don't hear it. He should be there. This guy, though, he was almost always there when I checked within 2-3 seconds, so make sure you do that if you don't hear him run back to the other hallway. Then, when he laughs, of course, it has like a 50-50 chance of being a fake laugh. This depends on the noises he makes after, and the current situation you're in. If he laughs while you're waiting for him to choose a hallway, check the hallway that he was at last. If he's there, you close the door. That's why I said faker, because like I came up to the door and he was there. He was down the freaking hallway. He wasn't in the room. If he isn't there, you should have enough time to go check the bed in the closet. Hopefully. And that is the main thing that makes him less RNG, because I didn't use that strategy when I first played Nightmare, and I couldn't beat it because this guy kept killing me for like no apparent reason. It's like if you don't make it to say he's in the closet and you don't make it to him in time, I'm so glad I made it to him in time. You can close the closet on his face, then the lights flicker off and he kills you anyway. It's kind of bad visual feedback because you have no idea why you died. The answer is usually you're too slow of getting there, but I didn't even know like how much faster was I supposed to go. Yeah, there's a lot of little issues with his design, but ultimately that worked out really well, and I only lost the once, and it was because I shone the flashlight on him too long. If you have the flashlight on for longer than like 1 or 2 seconds, they kill you. I'm assuming. For beating Night 7, we unlock cheats. Fast Nights, House Map, and Danger Indicator. Oh, right, okay. I actually didn't remember what these cheats were. House Map gives you a little map of the house in the corner and shows you where everyone is on it. Fast Nights makes the nights go faster. I don't know exactly by how much, but I can always time it. Danger Indicator, I'm pretty sure, is for breathing at the doors. I don't think it indicates, like, Fredbear or Nightmare if they're nearby, but if something's at the door and you hear breathing, then that's there. To demonstrate these cheats, I'm going to put all 3 on, and then we're going to play Night 7. Why not? This should be fun. Hopefully Nightmare doesn't kill me. Alright, let's load the animations. You can see them all there. They start at that middle square, and then each square they, like, move around in the back. The second square down is when they're halfway down the hallway. And the square right there is when they're at the door. So I can literally just... Yeah, go back there, Foxy. Good guy. So I can literally just sit here and... Okay, Bonnie's at the door now, so let's take care of him. Foxy could get in the room right now. That would not be good. Again, now you know definitively when he's gone. I don't think the Fred will show up, so be sure to watch out for that. Chica's coming on her way down. Chica's here. This is so nice. Oh yeah, there's the little warning icon. Foxy might get in. Oh no, he got in the closet. Alright, well I have to check him. That's okay, I can do that. Alright, this should be good. This could still end badly if the wrong things happen. But now that I know where everyone is, like this should be very easy. They're both at the doors. You can't be serious. They're both at the doors. Oh my god, what happens now? Okay, there's Bonnie. Oh, Chica moved back. That's right. They can actually move away from the doors, even if they're at the door. Okay, Chica's back now. I'm going to stop Foxy enough. Oh no, she moved away. All right, we're fine. We're all fine. No, we're not. Okay, good to know. The radar lies. What? Here's an idea. Let's do 6th night instead, so we don't have to worry as much. Gonna wait to go down the right hallway until I know what Foxy's doing. Chica's there. I know that it's safe to flash now. That's pretty nice. It takes a lot of the stress away, unless you get killed like I did. Yeah, fuck off, Bonnie. Oh, good. Foxy's in that hallway. I'll go stop him right now. Chica's in the kitchen. That square to the right is the kitchen. When Chica's in that square, she, makes noise. Bye. Alright, let's take care of Foxy. Make sure he doesn't get in. It's so easy to stop Foxy this way, because if you just wait here, get rid of Freddy, you can always tell when he's, you can always tell when he's going down, which hallway he's going down. It's not easy to tell that otherwise. There we go. No Bonnie to worry about, so just go away. No anyone to worry about. So yeah, Bonnie and Chica seem to work randomly. I mean, Foxy works randomly as well, but once Foxy's in the hallway, when there's two animatronics like this, hold down the flashlight for a little while. That should scare both of them off at the same time, I would assume. But when they get in, he like seems to activate at regular intervals, kind of like Freddy. Freddy just seems to work on a timer. Stop you right there. So there's very little randomness to them. For Bonnie and Chica, they do randomly wander around. Okay, let's check the map. How best to attack this. We can stop Bonnie right now and hope that... Okay, good. Foxy didn't come in. I don't know what time it is right now. Oh, 2 minutes have passed, and now it's Fredbear's time. So let's see. It should... Yes, it will move him to that if he's in the hallway. Cool. Very cool. Very good to know. I like that. And now I can show if it's safe to. Oh yeah, that's him not being in the hallway. Then he moved back in. Okay, now he is. Let's close you out. And then it should be able to show if he laughs or not. Perfect. I love it. I think if you blink the light twice, Fredbear will have that closer up version of himself, although I'm scared that'll kill me, so I won't do that. Nightmare always uses those renders, so that's why he was way closer. It's part of what makes him scarier, and I like that. I think the nights are 3 minutes. Looks like... Yep, 3 minutes. The game didn't show the closet. I guess I never ran up to the closet, so it was still loading that animation. So it cuts them in half. Fast nights. Good to know. So that's cool and all. But you know what it's time for. It's time for the max mode. How do you access the max mode, though? There doesn't seem to be an option for that. There's still 2 things that are locked from us. Well, to access the max mode, you must call upon the gods of Five Nights at Freddy's. Send out your message. We want 20, 20, 20, 20. 20? Okay, that was interesting. I guess it wasn't reading some of those inputs. Anyway, if you type out 20, 20, 20, 20, and the game makes those noises to say that, yes, indeed, you typed that, Nightmare gets replaced with the max mode. Like I said before, not going to try to beat this. However, beating this will unlock the next 2 things. If I can't beat this, and I probably won't, I'm going to have to do some hacking. This is Night 8. First and only time this has shown up in the whole series. Let's go. Damn it. Foxy's in already. Foxy's in already. That was a little quick on my part there. Yeah, okay. I'm kind of expecting that. He only does that once per night, as I'm sure you've seen by now. Oh my god, I'm so dead. I'm so dead. Just kill me now. Just do it. Holy shit. Dude, I'm so ready to die. Just do it. Someone kill me, please. The tension is unbearable. Why did I do that? Okay, Bonnie's here. I'm gonna get rid of him. Then I'm probably gonna get killed by Foxy. Yeah, Foxy! Oh my god, Foxy. You've delayed this for so long. I have to do that. Get you guys. Yeah, okay. Yep, that that's reasonable. Chica was there for a while. I heard her come up, but yeah. So, honestly, I don't think I want to give that a... I don't think I want to give that too hard of a try, because... Number one, this game stresses me the freak out, and number two, Nightmare is a pain. So, here's the deal. The strategy that Ambience recommends for this night is, when you get to Nightmare, at least, like, deal with all the other guys first. You probably dealt with them more efficiently than I did. I don't really care. And then when you get to Nightmare, Nightmare apparently will attack you with much, much less leniency. Even less leniency than he already had on Night 7. So instead of flashing the light in the hallway to see if he's there, that will actually waste time, and he'll probably end up killing you through a door if you do that. The strategy is, he'll be walking back and forth almost constantly, so when he stops, go to the door he's at immediately and just shut it. That should stop him. And then, if he laughs, it gets funky because, you know, it could be real, it could be fake. Then, if he laughs, you want to check the hallway he was last at, flash the light, unless you hear him walk right after the laugh, and then he's still in the hallway, and then you're fine. And then if he's there, you close it. If he's not there, check bed and closet like yesterday. I'll link you to his video once again, and thank you so much for these freaking strategies, Ambience. They're awesome. I'm sure they work, and if I really tried, they would work, but I'm not gonna really try. I was only really trying to beat Night 7. I was not going to try Night 8. I will, however, try them at least with the stuff, with the cheats enabled. Honestly, House Map and Danger Indicator... Well, House Map helps for, like, locating Foxy and Fredbear / Nightmare. Having Danger Indicator on isn't that necessary, but I don't really care. I'm gonna try this again. And this time... There, you have to type them, spaced out. Alright. I'm gonna try it with cheats. Let's see. I don't think it'll reward you with the same stuff it rewards you if you use cheats, which I don't think I mentioned. That's probably how FNAF 3's aggressive nightmare mode also works. Foxy, don't you dare. Foxy, don't you dare. Thank you. Alright. Oh, okay. Just have to watch their positions, update accordingly. Might as well get these animations out of the way. Oh, hello, Foxy. How's it going? Well, I'm going to get back to you in a bit. While he's here, he'll wait for you to go to the opposite door. He won't attack you from when he's in the hallway. He'll only attack you from the closet. Playing it this way is honestly kind of interesting. You have to, like, plan out who you want to stop. Shut Chica out. There we go. Perfect. They all seem to move at exactly the same time, but since you'll never see their movements, it's totally fine. Let's get Chica out of here. Ah, shit. Okay. Freddy, then Foxy, then Bonnie, because they'll probably move up to the door. Yep, he's out the door. Get you out of there, and then we'll deal with Bonnie. Or he'll move away. Okay, thanks, buddy. Thanks, buddy Bonnie. Thanks, buddy Bonnie. Wow, really? Okay. Oh god. I wanna deal with you. Really? How often do they just move away? It seems pretty often. Alright, go this way. This is the safest. Yeah, get rid of you. Get out of here. This is also just kind of showing off how they work. I really like this. Okay, there's Nightmare. Okay, he's there. He's there. Close it. Whoa. Ugh. Yeah, he's there? Okay. This is so nice, man. Yeah, sometimes he really is just waiting there. What happens if you're sitting with the door closed and then he laughs, but he's still there? Like, if you open it back up, you're probably just dead. You know, like, looking at these guys more, I think the problem is more unclear mechanics than it is RNG. Like, it's unclear how you died, it's unclear how they really work. But once you know how they work, they're mostly stoppable. And there are strategies you can use against them. There we go. We'll see if this counts. It probably won't. There's Night 8. I beat it. Night 8 gives you nothing. Yeah, okay. That's what I thought. The problem with Fredbear and Nightmare is just more unclear mechanics than it is RNG, because they are pretty stoppable consistently. There's just that one scenario where if you're holding the door shut and then they laugh, you have to take a risk by going back and checking the hallway or closet and stuff, because they could still be waiting there. I guess if that happens, wait for a little while longer to see if you hear them run away, because it seems like they will go away eventually. I just love how tiny Plushtrap is compared to the others. So, as a little intermission before we get into our next topic, how about I tell you a little fun fact about FNAF 1 that I forgot to bring up. In this render of Freddy, which is used for the game's icon on Steam, if you look very closely, there is a handprint on his face. This probably doesn't have much lore implication, because obviously the lore's kind of changed since then. The Bite of 87 is still unconfirmed, but some people believe that Freddy is the one who bit someone in the Bite of 87 because of that. I personally think that it was just a small, very subtle, but creepy touch, if you managed to notice it, that he decided to add while designing the animatronics. Second thing is something about this game. You'll notice over here, this is Nightmare Foxy. He has this really long tongue, and in one of the teasers for the game, he also has this same long tongue. But he doesn't have this when you're actually fighting against him in-game, and he also doesn't have it in the extras menu renders. Reason for this is because Scott thought it would be too silly and it wouldn't be scary enough. Fair enough, it probably would be kind of cartoony. That depends on other people's opinions, though. Alright, well, there's no way in hell that I'm going to be beating Night 8, so I'm gonna do some hacking. Hey. That's the first time I've done anything like that. I actually didn't know if it would work. But yeah, you really can just open up your save file in Notepad and change it. So for beating Night 8, you get a 4th star, but you also unlock some more stuff in the extras menu. Let's go check them out. The remaining 2 things are challenges and fun with Balloon Boy. Honestly, I don't know why cheats only requires Night 7 to be beaten, but challenges requires Night 8, and also fun with Balloon Boy. I don't understand why these 2 require Night 8 to be beaten, but yeah. We'll start with fun with Balloon Boy, because this is basically just fun with Plushtrap, but it has Balloon Boy. Let's check it out. Stop BB on the X to skip 1 hour on the next night. Time skip works on challenge modes. So you can actually, if you manage to beat this, you can actually skip 1 hour for night 7, which is pretty funny. I'm gonna let him go. So we'll occasionally talk. Those audio cues don't mean anything from what I hear. Nah, he doesn't really want to move. Oh, shush. Oh my god. That's somewhat creepy, actually. That's cool. This is Nightmare Balloon Boy, by the way.
Hello. Hi.
Dude. You're all bark and no bite. Come on! Okay, fine. Oh. Dope. I don't like that he's just standing up. He's actually standing on... No, he's not. Alright, well, we saw him move a little. Thank you, by the way, for lowering the jump scare volume on this screen. Okay, now. You all won't know but just watching this, but this game is actually much quieter by default than any other Five Nights at Freddy's game. I had to roll up... I was playing all the previous FNAF games at 22 volume. I had to roll it up to 40 just to hear the game. And also, the recording for desktop audio of the previous games, I had the volume at like -9 decibels or -8, around there. So, you know, you could actually hear me over it. But for this game, I have it at full blast because that's all that's required. This game is that freaking quiet. If I ever wanted to record the sounds better, I guess I would have to increase the volume in editing. Right, now it's time for challenges. These are basically kind of like the aggressive mode from FNAF 3, although they're not lumped in with cheats. We have blind mode. This puts a black screen over your game and you are unable to see what you're doing. Because this game is so audio-based and very little of it is visual, there's actually not much you need to see, so this isn't the worst thing. The hardest part about blind mode, by far, is clicking on the closet, because it has a very specific little clicking thing and you can't see if you're hovering over it, so that's pretty hard. Mad Freddy makes the frettles on the bed appear faster, so you'll have to change up your routine, including the bed and your checking routines more often. Insta-Foxy puts Foxy in the closet at the start of the night, and so he's there all the time. And then All Nightmare. You'll notice that Mad Freddy and Insta-Foxy will disable. This is because every single night, no matter what you play, has Nightmare attacking you through the whole night. Does his AI level actually match that of early nights? I'm not sure. I might try taking this challenge into night 1 to see. But the main thing these challenges can do is they give you extra stars on the title screen. That's it. That's all you get. If you can play night 7 with these challenges. You get 1 red star for each challenge played and beaten individually. Then you get 2 blue stars. 1 for beating all 3 of these challenges combined, and then 1 for beating blind mode with All Nightmare combined, because All Nightmare isn't compatible. That gives you the 2nd blue star. So ultimately, your title screen, with everything beaten, with everything 100%, with proving that you're the best FNAF 4 player, will look like this. Kind of looks like the American flag almost. I actually thought it was like a mod at first, but no, that's actually what you get for beating those nights. So I think I'm just going to try one thing. I'm going to put All Nightmare on for night 1 and see what happens. Alright, let's see. He does that weird looping. What is he doing? Okay, is he here now? Yes! He very much is. Am I dead now? Okay. Oh shit. Wait, what? Alright, let's check. Okay. I'm guessing he was at the other door. There's a jump scare. It's pretty creepy, but it's also very aggravating to see because he could just kill you like that. Like, I didn't even have a chance to check the bed. I'm sure he was at the other door and that's why he killed me like that. I guess I got the friggin' things wrong. So yeah, it looks like he's at maximum strength no matter the night. That's pretty funny. Oh yeah, and by the way, when you're playing on blind mode, the jump scares will still show up. I'm going to go into the first night with blind mode and Mad Freddy. I'm not going to do Instant Foxy because Foxy's not supposed to attack on the first night. He just remains at the top. He never moves. So this should give me no reason to check the closet. This could be fun. Wow. Oh my god. You know, that could be helpful for this. Yes, Freddy is active from the start if you pick this mode for night 1. This is funny. I like it. Alright, hide those tips, though. We have to be able to not see. You can't even see how much time has passed. So, this is fun. Also, I think I heard somewhere where if you camp at the bed too long, even on night 1, Nightmare Foxy gets you. That sounds about right. I think that is how it works. Like, if you stay looking at the bed for too long, Foxy gets you. Even if he's not in the closet. Well, isn't this just riveting gameplay, everybody? Hope you enjoy. Did I hear deep footsteps, or was that a background noise? Oh yeah, this would be the perfect time to mention there's been occasionally a distorted radio noise playing in the background of the nights. That's a distorted, I think, a backwards version of the Night 1 phone call from the first Five Nights at Freddy's. Wow, there were a lot there. Yeah, that's Mad Freddy for you, I guess. The ultimate challenge would be blind mode with house map, of course. Actually, that could be pretty fun, especially if you don't know you're getting to the closet. I'm just gonna quit on that. Not only is it not at all fun to watch even slightly, but you understand how it goes. And with that, we have covered basically everything in FNAF 4. Almost. See, some of you might be surprised that cheats, challenges, and fun with Balloon Boy are even a thing. These 3 were added in post-launch. They were added at Halloween of 2015, when the game was originally supposed to come out. Along with that update came a separate version of the game called the Halloween Edition. Upon starting Five Nights at Freddy's 4, you're given the option to play the normal game or to play Halloween Edition. The Halloween Edition is the exact same game, it even uses the same save data as you can see. However, the big changes here are that it reskins the characters. So I'm going to go in on the 6th night, and we're going to take a look at what everyone looks like now. Oh, did you see that? Unfortunately, Freddy looks the same, but Bonnie looked very different. Huh. Looks like whatever Foxy is. Looks like whatever Foxy is doesn't have any animations down the hallway. Interesting. Oh, she was carrying a jack-o'-lantern. They do look pretty friggin' cool. Despite the fact that they're glowing, you cannot see them when they're right in front of you. Whoa. You hear that? Nightmare Mangle replaces Foxy. I don't know what that state means. I don't know what these renders mean. There's a little Mangle or Foxy plush, I guess. Her Chica was in the kitchen. Bonnie was at the door. And apparently, when Mangle gets in, it makes this noise. That's very nice. Okay, that's the first frame, I guess. Yeah, Freddy's the same. However, Bonnie and Chica have been replaced with Jacko Bonnie and Jacko Chica. They look cool. And then there's Nightmare Mangle. That looks neat. Fredbear is the same, unfortunately. I think all of the Between Night minigames are now fun with Balloon Boy. I could be wrong about that. Fun with Plush Trap's still here. Hang on, let's see. Yeah, okay, so this version's still normal. I think I might play Night 1 real quick just to see. The Fun with Balloon Boy option here is actually has the text indented or returned or whatever you call that properly, whereas the vanilla version of the game has it stretching over here. That's funny. Cheats and challenges are the same, unsurprisingly. Here are the jump scares. There's Mangle, Jacko Chica, Jacko Bonnie, same boring Freddy, Fredbear. Oh, there's Jacko Chica's jack-o'-lantern. There's Nightmare's Balloon Boy's jump scare. I don't actually have to show it. Okay, cool. You cannot click Freddy's nose with the light off. This is a very important explanation. Where's Freddy? I haven't seen him at all. Where's Freddy? What the hell? I haven't seen him at all. Oh, maybe Freddy's programmed to start 3 minutes in and is not timed to the clock. That would be funny on night 1. Oh. Right, the minigames also have Halloween decorations in them. I don't feel the need to show all of them off, but there you go. Yes, indeed. Every single Plush Trap minigame is now replaced with Fun with Balloon Boy. You could still play Fun with Plush Trap in the extras menu if you want. But, yep, it's now just Fun with the Balloon Boy. Only gives you 45 seconds. On the first night? Really?
Hello?
Oh god, that was very well timed. I see. Fredbear slash Nightmare doesn't actually... Oh god. Doesn't actually exist on the map at the start of the night. So those footstep noises you hear are just... mean nothing. Takes him a second to get in. Nightmare is replaced with Nightmarion, which is, of course, incorporating the name Marionette. Oh my god. It's a nice little pun. I mean, Night Marionette makes sense. It's not Nightmare Puppet, it's Nightmarion. That's the official name. Let's see if it enters the room. You also have the music box playing the entire night, it seems. Oh, that's actually kind of creepy. Makes the same laugh as Fredbear, though. Ooh, we get to see the closet. Yay, thanks! Cool. I'm gonna show what its jump scare looks like in this footage here, where it killed me unexpectedly. There he is, in all his majestic glory. Sort of. He looks like Slender Man. Right, well, that is every single gameplay mode in Five Nights at Freddy's 4. So you know what it's time for. We've had a very confusing story up to this point. Let's try to see if we can make some sense of it. So throughout FNAF 4, we play as this unnamed crying child who seems to be scared to death of the animatronics at Fredbear's Family Diner, although he seems to be okay with the toy versions at least, because they're smaller. His older brother constantly torments him over this fact, jumping out from behind the TV or under his bed with a Foxy mask on, and all the other kids in his neighborhood seem to make fun of him for this. Despite his fear of the restaurant, he is seemingly forced to spend his birthday there, and on his birthday, his older brother and his friends all take him right up to Fredbear and throw him up to his mouth, which ends up killing him. It does seem like an accident, as they all stand there shocked, and on the Night 6 ending, his brother is seen apologizing. There's also the Fredbear plush that talks to the crying kid. Though this could just be in his imagination, we're still not really sure what that's about. And we're especially not sure of what "I will put you back together" is about. A couple of minor story points in the minigames is that someone is seen inside of the Fredbear costume, which looks identical to the Fredbear on stage. It's possible that that's a Springlock suit. In the same minigame that you see this, you see the purple guy from the previous two games in the back room helping someone else into a suit. So, purple guy works here. Personally, I think that this game takes place before all the others, because it takes place in Fredbear's, and the earliest game in the series, which is FNAF 2, said that Fredbear's has been closed for a while. So this is likely before all the killings and all the possession and stuff took place. We only see one big incident here at the end, and this could very well be the first incident Fredbear's has ever seen, but we don't exactly know how it connects to the other games. Really, we don't know how this game connects to the others at all. There's just these few things that we see, and none of it seems to have anything to do with the plots of the previous games. We will find out more about this as we go, but for now, we're just kinda at a dead end. In the meantime, I think now is a good time to start naming some of these characters. No, not the animatronics, they're already named. I mean the human characters. Because they do have names. However, the games never officially reveal them. Did you know Five Nights at Freddy's is a book series? Because it is. Actually, there are a lot of books. But for now, we're going to focus on the first one, The Silver Eyes. This one came out in between FNAF 4 and 5, and despite the plot being more or less a retelling of the games, so it should be thought of as a separate continuity, the books and the games do share some characters. So keep these three names in mind going forward. One of the founders of Freddy Fazbear's or Fredbear's or whatever is named Henry Emily, and he has a daughter named Charlotte, also known as Charlie. She's the protagonist of the books. The antagonist is none other than the killer, the purple guy. His name is William Afton. That's all I can say for right now. Just keep those names in mind going forward. They are important. Right, well, that wraps up Five Nights at Freddy's 4, a pretty good entry in the series in terms of horror anyway. It's got a weird, confusing story, and it is a little strange that despite the previous game's ending feeling so final, that he actually decided to make a fourth game. But still, looking at the gameplay alone, despite it being kind of a simplified version of FNAF 2, where it's just check this thing, check that thing, check this thing, it's surprisingly fun and tense, too, especially because you have to listen really hard for all the audio cues, listening for the footsteps of them walking away from the door while you're holding it shut. That is definitely the scariest part of the game to me, opening the door and having to check if they're still there. And then if Foxy gets in the closet, he makes things ultra intense, where it's like, I'm letting Foxy go if I stay here for too long. You can develop a routine where it's like, check left door, check bed, check right door, check Foxy. Or it's like, check left door, check right door, check Foxy, check bed, repeat for 6 minutes. In that way, it can get a little repetitive, but then the sixth night changed that by introducing Fredbear in the last 2 nights. And you know what? I think I like Fredbear a little more. He's not quite as RNG as I thought he was. There's certain strategies you have to take to avoid him, and what it really comes down to is you have to know how he works. When you don't know how he works, he's just killing you left and right for no reason. That's still not my favorite thing, but now at least I know how he works. And that whole time, while I was going against Nightmare in Night 7, I was pretty scared that he was gonna kill me that close to the end of the night. So you know what? Even if they have a little bit of an unfair side, it does make them a scary threat. They are like this scary, nightmarish threat that can break the rules and kill you. If that's what he was going for, I guess he succeeded? Aside from a couple scenarios that introduce some luck with Fredbear, I think that, for the most part, this is easily the most skill-related Five Nights at Freddy's gameplay we've seen so far. Dealing with all the 4 other guys is perfect. There's very little luck, if any, to it at all. The only luck there is does Foxy decide to go down this hallway while you're checking the left door or something? The right hallway while you're checking the left door or something. There's also some luck elements that can actually save you. For example, Chica, or Bonnie and Chica, can move away from the doors if they decide to. Then they won't be there anymore when you check them. I also do like the addition of all the other little gameplay modes, all the challenges you can try. Blind mode is not at all interesting to watch by any means, but it is, it's a decent challenge to play, that's for sure. I also really like the cheats, like the house map. The house map kind of turns it into a strategy game where you try to fend everyone off, try to get Foxy to not enter the room as much as you can. It's fun. The cheats are fun, as cheats often tend to be, and I'm glad that they're included for free and you earn them for beating Nightmare mode. Not sure how I feel about challenges and Fun with Balloon Boy being unlocked for beating the max mode. That's a little to me. I mean, the max modes up to this point have been completely optional. They haven't been intended to be beaten, but I'm sure 420 mode in this game might be able to be beaten consistently. I just don't want to try it because this game makes me very, very nervous to play. To be honest, it's kind of a relief that I'm done with it. What can I say? It's freaking scary. It's definitely one of the most tense games I've ever played. Even if it's not quite as good as the first game in my eyes. When I think of the best horror games, or scariest horror games, this is definitely up there, and I think it does a good job. There's just something about this constant scary atmosphere that this game has. Because you look at the previous games, and even FNAF 1, when you win the night, you're greeted with children cheering and this happy ding dong jingle going along with it. It's a nice break, and then you're dumped in the next night immediately. And then there's all the humor in phone guys calls, and when you receive your check at the end, like, it's reminding you just got $120 for basically surviving against death for 5 nights. There's the whole, like, oh, you beat 6th night? Here you go, here's 50 cents. There's stuff like that kind of makes it more upbeat and cheery than it would be otherwise. This game, though, pulls no punches. Everything from the menu to the mini-games in between to even the 6 a.m. screen. It's an alarm instead of the happy ding-dong jingle. And then the mini-games in between with the Freddy laughs or whoever's laughing while you're inside the house and the other wind sounds when you're on any other screen. This game is just constantly horror, and I think that's part of what makes it tense. Then, of course, there's listening out for things. The fact that I can't really talk that much, especially. This playthrough made it even more tense. I'm surprised I never died throughout most of it, until the end, and then I started dying a little bit. I said I never died. I died to Fredbear in Night 5. What the fuck am I talking about? Anyway, I think it's time to wrap things up. Next time on 5 Games at Freddy's. Shit gets weird with the 5th game. You'll see. Thank you all for watching if you did, and as always, I will see you all in the future.